Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So again, in this video, pag-uusapan naman natin si triple integral. So before that, kung napansin mo sa inyong lecture guide o sa inyong mga notes do sa inyong sinulat, mapapansin mo na meron dong number 3, no? Na kung saan hindi ko nasama dun sa ating video number 2 para sa ating chapter 3. So since di ko siya nasama, gagawin ko na siyang recall dito. So recall muna natin what is a double integral. So how do we solve or how do we evaluate double integral? Okay, so over the curve. So since given dito yung curve natin, okay, so we have the double region rather. So the double integral, so this is the integral from 1 up to infinity, integral from 0 up to 1 over x squared ng 2y dy dx. Okay, so konting zoom nga. Okay, so yan. So try natin ulit solve yan. Paano yung ganyan? So, kung naalala nyo, syempre, una natin gagawin is syempre magkaroon tayo ng bracketing. So, this is 1 up to infinity ng integral from 0 to 1 over x squared tapos 2y dy. Okay, then this is close bracket. This is dx. So, note that the integral of 2y, okay, 2y dy is simply 2y squared over 2. So again, 2y squared over 2. So 2 over 2 is simply 1. So meaning ang integral ng 2y dy is just y squared. So this is just equal sa integral from 1 up to infinity ng y squared. So the boundary is from 0 up to 1 over x squared. And this is dx. Okay, and next is apply natin yung ating boundary which is from 1 up to infinity ng, this is just, syempre lagay lang natin, this is just 1 over x to the fourth kasi naka y squared yan. Again, yung y palitan mo ng 1 over x squared, so that is y to the fourth. So minus 0. So minus 0, this is just minus 0. Okay, then this is just dx. So arrange lang natin konti, this is just integral from 1 and up to infinity ng x raised to negative 4 dx. So instead na mag-isip ka ng way para ma-evaluate siya, what if gawin na natin siya negative 4 since wala naman tayong wala namang bawal kay power rule. So since pwede naman negative kay power rule, pwede tayo mag-power rule ulit dyan. So that is x raised to negative 1 plus 1 over negative 4 plus 1. So again, this is just equal sa integral or something. Sorry, this is just equal sa x raised to negative 3 over negative 3. So the boundary is just from 1 up to infinity. So arrange lang natin konti. This is just simply 1 over 3 lalabas ko. Tapos ang lalagyan natin ng boundary is 1 over x cube. So ang boundary niya is from 1 to infinity. So lagay lang natin, this is just 1/3 multiplied by 1 over infinity cube. So note that infinity cube is still infinity over minus 1 over 1. Okay, so note that this is approaches 0. This is 1. So this is just simply negative 1. So this is just simply negative 1/3 times 0 minus 1 which is equal sa 1/3. So therefore the double integral or yung evaluate nito is something is equal to 1/3. So yan yung recall. So pasensya na nadagdag ko dito, pero at least nasagutan ko siya. So huwag niyo isipin na hindi ko siya sinagutan totally. Okay, so let's have lesson 3. So consider tayo dun talaga sa lesson natin for today. Okay, so we have the triple integral. So again, since alam ko familiar naman na kayo dito, konting some sort of recall na lang siya. So I think familiar ka naman ano yung dapat gawin. So siguro may nakita kang diskarte kung paano ko siya ginagawa. So sorry, nagalaw ko. So ayun, so let's have the triple integral. So our definition of a double integral of a real valued function f of x comma y over a region R in R squared can be extended to define a triple integral of a real valued function f of x comma y comma z over a solid in R cube. So again, kung nasa R squared tayo, so sa double integral, this is defined, so a real value defined f of x comma y over a region R. Again, this is defined, so a real valued function is defined over a region R. But in f of x comma y comma z, it is defined over a solid in R cube. Again, solid in R cube. So similar pa rin naman, kinukuha dito is volume, pero ang kanyang region or yung kanyang boundaries, kung saan siya nanggagaling, o saan natin siya ini-integrate is something na solid. So sir, paano mo nasabi? Pag sinabing region, some sort ito square, something na square, rectangle. So region siya kasi dalawa dimension, two-dimensional yung ginagawa. Okay, so pag 3-dimensional, syempre, yun na yung something na volume yung pinag-uusapan or solid figure. So, yun yung pinag-uusapan dito about sa mga region. Ayan. So, now, we have case 1 and case 2. So, case 1 is similar to dun sa ating video 1 o sa lesson 1 ng ating chapter 3, which is, paano kung given lang is just interval. Okay? So, now, the triple integral along the solid S of f of x, y, z of db. So, note that db is still our infinitesimal. Again, so infinitesimal can be equal to dx, dy, dz. So, depend yan sa kailangan mo. Pero, ang usual natin is something na inner yung dx, middle yung dy, outer yung dz. Okay, so kung babaliktarin mo siya, again, syempre, dz, dy, dx. So, inner si dz, inner si z, middle si y, then outer si x. So, depende yan sa gusto mo. So, since case 1 siya, pasok din siya dun sa una. So, again, sabi nga ng video 1, no? So, kahit pabalik-baliktarin, pag pinagbaliktad ko yung differential, pagbaliktarin mo rin yung boundary. So, ganun din dito. Pag baliktaran mo yung boundary, saka differential, ganun pa rin yan. Okay, so walang mangyayari yan. Since nasa interval lang naman siya. So, fixed interval. So, meaning, nasa rectangular parallelepiped lang naman siya. So, lagi siyang rectangular parallelepiped. So, doon natin siya ini-integrate. Okay, so again, that is the integral over the boundary S. Or the solid S. So, yan na, pwede kong pagpalitin. dz, dy, dx. So, as long as nasusunod mo yung tamang, yung tamang boundary na nilalagay natin sila sa upper mo integral. Okay, now, case 2 is what if yung katulad ng ating lesson 2. So, what if a more complicated case is where S is a solid which is bounded by a surface Z is equal to G sub 1 f of x, G sub 1 x, y rather, bounded above a surface Z sub 2 x, y. Y is bounded between two curves x, h sub 1x and h sub 2x, and x varies from A to B. Okay, so kung pansin mo dito, pag gusto mo kunin yung integral niya, this is just simply equal sa. So, saan nag-umpisa? So, ito yung medyo complicated dito. Ang huli is something na dx. Okay, so sir, pwede pa rin pa magkapalit? Yes, pwede magkapalit. Kaso ano yung pinagkaiba? Since bounded na siya by more complicated solid, okay, so kumbaga, may bounded siya from left to right, bounded siya from above and below ng isang function. So, similar given function. Okay, so kung nagbago ka ng, kunyari, ang naset mo is something na una is dy, dz, dx. So, make sure na alam mo yung dapat representation. Okay, so make sure na dapat alam mo na yung patungo sa huli is something value. So, walang, since nagkakaroon tayo ng value dito, dapat yung integral sa dulo is something na number. Okay, so wala ditong sa triple integral since meron siyang boundary, since siya ay definite integral in sense. So, dapat alam mo na number yung sagot sa huli. Okay, so, or any constant actually. So, ayan yung ating yung dB niya o yung infinitesimal niya o yung ating differential element or kung ano mo yung tawag, nakalimutan ko yung tawag dyan. So, infinitesimal na lang. So, this is just dz, dx, dy. So, wherein yung una natin is dc, so that is g sub 2 of x, y. So, napansin mo naman z is equal to g sub 1 x, y. Z is equal to g sub 2 x, y. So, dun yung boundary niya. Okay, next pagdating sa kanya dy, so that is h1, h2. So, kung napansin mo, y is between two curves, so y is equal to h1x, h sub 1 of x, y is equal to h sub 2 of x. Then lastly, nasa interval na siya. Dun sa interval or varies between a and b. So, that's from a to b. So, kung napapansin mo, dx yung huli natin. Pero depende pa rin naman yan. Tulad nga na itong example number 1 natin. So, let's have an example. So, evaluate the integral from 0 to 3. Integral from 0 to 2, integral from 0 to 1 ng xy plus z, dx, dy, and dz. Okay, so ito ay triple integral. So, nagawa naman natin sa proba. So, I guess, medyo madali na lang din natin siya i-explain. So, siyempre, katulad pa rin ng dati, start tayo sa inner integration. So, something na ito ay equal sa integral from 0 to 3, integral from 0 to 2, then bracket lang natin, integral from 0 to 1 ng xy plus z. Okay, then this is dx. So, lagyan natin siya ng dx, dy, dz. Okay, so since una is the integrate with respect sa x, so let us integrate. So this is just integral from 0 to 3, integral from 0 to 2. So, note pag in-integrate yung xy, since may variable x tayo, so that is x squared y over 2. So, magkakaroon kasi siya. So, or y squared. So, para mas mauna natin, no? This is y x squared over 2. So y squared tuloy. Y x squared over 2 plus, since z is just constant dito, this is just z x. Okay, wherein the boundary is from 0 to 1. Okay, this is dy dx, dz rather. Okay, so next, apply natin yung boundary. So, since pag may 0, anong sabi ni sir? Pag may 0, kahit disregard mo na, okay lang naman sa akin yun. So, as long as makakasundo tayo sa sagot or final answer sa dulo. So, lahat lang ng x's papalitan natin ng 1. So, this is just equal sa integral from 0 to 3, integral from 0 to 2, ng this is just y over 2. So, x squared or 1 squared is just 1. So, y over 2 na lang siya. This is plus z. Okay, then this is just dy dz. Okay, so next is, syempre, integrate natin siya with respect sa dy. So, another bracketing ulit. So, this is just integral from 0 to 3. Then, bracket natin, integral from 0 to 2. So, this is, ito ay suggestion ko lang naman about sa solution. Kasi, mas nakikita mo at hindi nakakalito. So, kung kaya mo naman siya actually na matahin na lang, tulad na ganyan, integrate mo dire-diretso, okay lang din naman. Pero sa akin nga, ito is one way of solution na kung saan ma-express mo na, okay, focus ako sa gitna. So, parenthesis or bracket or grouping symbol makes the solution parang more easier kasi nakikita mo, nakakapag-focus ka, okay, ito yung mga magkakasama. So, minsan kasi may nagkakamali ka na di-distribute mo, it's either na may misplace mo or na may miscalculate mo siya. Okay, so again, differentiate with respect sa y, no? So, since y na yan, so, you 1/2 siya. So, that is y squared. So, that's y squared over 2 times 2. Kasi may 2 pa doon. So, this is y squared over 4. So, the integral of that is equal to, from 0 up to 3, ng, this is y squared over 4. So, bakit naging over 4? Kasi may 2. No? So, integral ng y squared, ng y is y squared over 2. So, times 1/2, that is y squared over 4. Then, plus gy. Then, the boundary is from 0 to 2. Another thing, wag mo rin kalimutan yung outing boundary. Wag kang magkamali. So, katulad nga no, last time sa mga video, no? So, napapansin mo na, lagi ko na i-insert si 0, 1. O si 0 to 1. Although 0 to 2 siya. So, hindi niya isa sa mga medyo pagkakamali ni sir actually. Okay, so now, let's apply the integral or the boundary rather. So, this is just integral from 0 to 3 ng, so, 2 palit natin doon. So, 2 squared over 4. So, 2 squared is 4 over 4. That is 1. So, lagay ko na lang 4 over 4 plus 2z. Okay, this is dz. Or simply, this is just equal sa integral from 0 to 3 ng 2z plus 1 dz. Okay, then integrate ulit. So, integral of 2z is just z squared. Integral ng 1 is just z. So, the boundary is from 0 to 3. So, note that this is just equal sa, this is 3 squared plus 3 minus 0. So, this is just equal sa 9 plus 3 which is 12. Okay, so check ko lang din kung tama tayo. Baka magtama din na naman si sir. Ayun, tama si sir. Okay, so ayun, ganun siya kadali. So, last example para dito kasi nga recall lang din naman siya, no? So, what if naman over the region? So, again, ito ay over sa, kung papansin niyo saan siya over? Over siya sa, or saan siya, ano yung region niya? Yung region niya is something na x, y, z, such that si 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal sa 2, 0 less than or equal sa z less than or equal sa 3. Or simply, yung region is something na, or nakadefine sa interval na 0, 1 cross 0, 2 cross, or Cartesian product yan, then 0, 3. Okay, so semicolon yan, or colon. Okay, so yan yung kanyang definition na yan. So yun ibig sabihin. So meaning nasa case 1 tayo pumasok. So now what if case 2 siya? So actually dito, given lang talaga yung ating mga boundary na agad. Kasi ganoon naman talaga lagi usually sa triple integral. Kasi mahirap naman talaga siya i-interpret, to be honest. So kaya mo kung mapapansin mo, ang mga laging given sa inyo something na in the form of triple integral na in such a way na i-integrate mo na lang siya or gagawan mo na lang ng solution. So ayan, katulad nga niyan. No? So let us evaluate the integral from 0 to 1. from 0 to 1 over 1 minus x, from 0 to 2 minus x minus y, of x plus y plus z, dz, dy, dx. So, mamaya ko natitignan ko ano yung magiging sagot natin dito. Okay, so, para check natin kung magkakamali siya. So, again, una is something i-bracket natin, no? So, ano ba ginamit ko kanya? Yun, red. So, red naman tayo ngayon. So, this is just the integral from 0 to 1. So, iba-bracket ko na integral from 0 to 1 minus x. Then, bracket is integral from 0 to 2 minus x minus y ng x plus y plus z. This is dz. Then, close bracket. This is dy dx. Okay, this is integral from 0 to 1. Integral from 0 to 1 minus x. So, integrate natin yan with respect sa dz. So, since x and y ay magiging constant, this is just integral nila is just xy or something na xy, xz, then or something na ano ba yun? xy plus yz. Sorry, lagay ko dito. So, this is just xz, sorry. So, xz plus yz plus z squared over 2 kasi may z doon. Then, the boundary is from 0 to 2 minus x minus y. Okay, this is dy dx. So, yun, another problema na naman pala. Okay, so check natin ano mangyari. So, syempre substitute natin yung 2 minus x minus y dun sa kada z natin. So, dito, dito, and dito. So, yun, medyo mahaba-haba na naman pala siyang solving. Okay, so check na lang natin. So, this is integral from 0 to 1. Integral from 0 to 1 minus x. Nang, this is just x times 2 minus x minus y plus y times 2 minus x minus y. Okay, then plus 2 minus x minus y raised to 2 all over 2. Okay, so this is just dy dx. Okay, so paano kaya natin siya gagawa ng paraan para masolve ng madali? Or something na masimplify. Okay, so upon checking, no, so kung pag minultiply ko, this is just 2x. So, sige na nga, simplify na natin ng ganyan. Ganun na rin eh. This is integral from 0 to 1. Integral from 0 to 1 minus x. Nang una is 2x minus x squared minus xy plus 2y minus xy minus y squared. Okay, then pag in-expand sa taas, so this is just, lagay ko lang muna dito, plus 1 half multiplied by, syempre ito yung 3 terms, no? So pag in-square ko yung 3 terms o yung trinomial, this is just equal sa a squared plus b squared plus z squared plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac or something na ganun. So naalala mo, so this is just 2 squared, this is 4 plus x squared plus y squared. So 2 times x, 2 times negative x is negative 2x times 2, that is negative 4x. 2 times negative y, that is negative 2y times negative times 2, that is negative 4y. Negative x times negative y is positive xy times 2, that is 2xy. Okay, so this is just dy dx. So yun, pwede tayo mag-simplify, I think. No? So kung napapansin mo, meron negative x squared dito. Dito magkakaroon ng 1 half x squared. Again, negative x squared plus 1 half x squared. So, basically, negative 1 half x squared doon. Okay, so, again, magkakaroon ng negative 1 half x squared. Base dito. Okay, then sa number, so ito to lang, no? 1 half times 4, that is 2. So, unahin ko na rin, no? This is just integral from 0 to 1. Integral from 0 to 1 minus x ng, unahin ko si 2. Kasi 1 half times 4 is 2. 1 half times x squared is 1 half x squared. Minus negative x squared is negative 1 half x squared. Next is 1 half times y squared, that is 1 half y squared. Minus negative y squared, that is negative 1 half y squared. Okay, next is 1 half times negative 4x is negative 2x. Tama, 1 half times negative 4x is negative 2x. Plus 2x, cancel. Okay, 1 half times negative 4y is negative 2y. Plus 2y, since negative yun, cancel ulit. So, cancel yung 2x, cancel yung 2y. Okay, lastly, negative xy, that is negative 2xy. So, negative 2xy na yun ha. So, 1 half times 2xy, that is xy. So, may negative 2xy plus xy, that is negative xy lang. Okay, so yun, na-simplify natin. So, this is dy dx. So, check ko lang kung tama. Yun, so tama yung pagkakakompute ni sir. Galing. Matalino na tayo sa math. So, next is, let us integrate again with respect sa dy. So, lagyan ko na rin siguro ng grouping. Okay, so this is just equal sa integral from 0 to 1. So, integral with respect sa dy, this is just simply 2y minus 1 half x squared y minus, so since may y siya, so y cube over 3, no? So, this is negative 1 over 6y cube. Then, this is just xy squared over 2. Then, yung boundaries from 0 to 1 minus x. Okay, then this is dx. So, yun, another na naman na magpapahaba ng ating solution. Okay, so check ko lang ha. So, that is 2y minus 1 half x squared y minus 1 over 6y cube. Okay, then minus xy squared over 2. Okay, so tama tayo. So, that's the boundary from 1 minus x2. So, substitute natin ulit yan. Hindi ko na sure kung saan kasya. Pero I think tuloy ko na lang din dito. Kasi malapit naman na matapos, no? So, kung may extend sa baba, pasensya na kayo. So, that is simply, substitute lang natin sa lahat ng y, no? Tama, substitute sa lahat ng y. So, this is just equal sa integral from 0 to 1 ng 2 times 1 minus x. No, that is 2 times 1 minus x. Para makita natin, minus 1 half x squared times 1 minus x minus, ito ay, so yun, so this is minus 1 over 6 times 1 minus x raised sa 3, then minus x over 2 times 1 minus x raised sa 2. Okay, then dx. Okay, so paki-verify na lang din, no? So, since mahaba rin naman yung magiging solution. This is from 0 to 1. So, upon manipulating and simplifying that thing, so, ikaw na lang ma-expand. So, expand mo to, multiply dyan, expand, and simplify. So, ang makukuha ang sagot natin, so, dinouble check ko naman na rin na kanina to. So, this is just simply, ang makukuha ang sagot is 11 over 6. Yung simplify na, this is 2x plus 1 over 6 x cube, then dx. Okay, the next is siyempre integrate with respect sa dx. So this is just 11 over 6x minus x squared plus 1 over 24x to the fourth. So the boundary is from 0 to 1. So this is just equal sa 11 over 6 times 1. So calculate na lang din natin yan. Kasi wala naman na yung 0, no? So 11 over 6 times 1 minus 1 squared. Okay, then plus 1 over 24 times 1 squared. So although wala naman talaga epekto, so parang minultiply lang natin sa lahat. Pero for convenience na rin. Raised to 4 rather. So raised to 4. Okay, so this is just 7 over 8. So tama naman yung ating, lumabas na sagot. Tignan naman malaglag. So this is just 7 over 8. So therefore, the integral or the triple integral is 7 over 8. So again, that's all for this video. So hoping na na-refresh ka at the same time nakita mo ano yung dalawang cases ng ating integral. So una is something na, so sa double, sa triple, pare sila, no? Case 1, pag double integral, siyempre nasa rectangular lang. Pag nasa triple integral, rectangular parallelepiped kasi solid siya. So region sa double, solid sa triple. Okay, pag case 2 over the region, so kino-consider yung mga variable. So may meaning may mga equation. Ayun na ibig sabihin lang nun. Okay, so yung mga boundary is something na may equation, then yung dulo dapat is something na number or naiipit siya within the boundary ng dx or differential na nakikita. Again, thank you for watching. Hoping na may natutunan ka. So sa next video natin, pag-uusapan natin yung change of variable in multiple integral. So ito medyo complicated din talaga yung gagawin.